So that's exactly what we're going to talk about right now, biryani. Whether or not this segment is as lucrative as it seems, with players like Jubilant also now making its foray into this particular segment after over a decade of just making and delivering pizzas. We've got on board with us Raymond Andrews, who's the founder at Biryani Blues, and we also have with us Kallol Banerjee, the co-founder at Rebel Foods, joining in right now. Gentlemen, hi, afternoon. Good to have you both on board. You know, all this biryani talk is surely making all of us hungry, but hunger pangs aside, Kallol, if I could start the discussion with you, how big is the biryani market really? I mean, we've heard Swiggy and Zomato say that during the lockdown, this was the hottest selling product on their apps along with ice creams. But is it really that lucrative, a revenue generator, that you've got a listed player like Jubilant Foodworks, who's always been into the pizza space, which is now venturing into the biryani segment?
So, as you know, it's kind of comfort food for us, and every part of India has its own biryani. But if you look at the segment apart from a few of us, it's mostly sort of regional small plays. So I'm sure, it's worth at least a couple of thousand crores for that matter. But is it lucrative or not is a function of how you address it, right? What price you can charge, what operations you build. So I guess that's for individual companies to answer.
Sure. Raymond, hi, afternoon. If I could get you into the discussion as well, just taking a leaf from what Kallol as well said, this is a very competitive space. Each one has a different pricing power. It's a fairly unorganized sector, if I can call it that, with just so many players and so many offerings of the same dish available. Are you worried about the increasing competition in this space with now a large player like Domino's, which has got their supply chain all sorted out, entering into the space? Raymond, if you could unmute your mic, we're not able to hear you.
Biryani as a product changes every 100 kilometers in this country. Okay, the most popular variant being the Hyderabadi one, which is more or less like a brand listed in almost every restaurant menu, but made in its own style. When we say that the market is large, it's estimated in a report about 2 years ago from Swiggy that it's somewhere in the range of about 25,000 crores. Okay, that's a very large number. However, it's completely defragmented through multiple local heroes. So every market has a favorite joint. There was no national player for a long time. And when we started way back in 2013, we were of the vision that this could be made a very global product because it's easy to eat, it's comfort food, it's celebratory in nature, like when you eat a biryani, you get happy, right? So if it's a happy moment, you want to get out of a situation that you're not happy with, it can really lift your spirit. So all of that's all working. And I think that's what Jubilant is seeing, that this is a product that can be made into a pizza or a burger like the MNC chains have done in India. This can be made very large and be taken up ahead. As far as us is concerned, or I think many of the competition, is that we've all worked over the back end in the last 5-7 years while we've been building this process. So Indian cuisine per se is complex, much more complex than making a pizza or a burger. So I'm sure that all the people who scaled more than probably 25 to 50 outlets would have figured out how to do the back end right.
Right. Well, just wanted to get in your view as well in terms as to how you are looking at Jubilant Foodworks' new offering. They're looking at this Ekdam Biryani. It's a very attractive price point as well, 99 rupees. Do you think that it would really help in swaying customers, really change the overall price point for some of the other players within this space, make things a lot more competitive?
See, Luckily for all of us, food is not a winner-take-all category. So sometimes you have Domino's pizza, sometimes you have oven story pizza. So it's not one or the other. So we welcome them. I'm sure they'll do a great job. They have done so in the past, and it's a price point a decision that they have chosen. I'm sure there is they have done their maths, they have done their workings on that, as far as we are concerned, we look forward to welcoming them in this sector as well. Indian food for long, as Raymond was mentioning, we're just about getting there in terms of trying to make them standardized in the modern format. And so the more players that come in, the better it is for the industry overall.
And Raymond, what kind of an opportunity are you looking at this for the industry? How do you see this overall space growing? You spoke about how there is quite a bit of momentum here. Aisha flagged off how it's very popular as a category as well. So what's the opportunity that you sense here?
See, it is the most searched product. So chicken biryani has been for 4 years in a row the most searched product online, right? And in the vegetarian segment, I heard that masala dosa is probably the most searched item. But having said that, yes, that's a big market, but it is completely fragmented. And like Kallol said, it's not a one-player-takes-all kind of a market. So food per se is a very personal choice, right? So no amount of marketing or price decides what a person wants to eat or not, right? So if he likes a certain brand, he likes a certain product, and if there is someone offering a similar product at a lower price but does not match the emotional connect with that consumer, he will not switch. It's not just about how much discount or whether it was sold at 99 or 49, right? I might be willing to pay 500 for a single portion biryani if it's something that I really want to eat. So food is very personal in that space. But the fact that they are launching at 99, we already have launched at 99 probably a year back. We run solo variants. We are mainly in the north. But we've seen that not more than 11 or 12% of our revenues come from this product. Because biryani per se is seldom eaten, though we are also trying to change this market, is seldom eaten individually. So it's usually ordered in multiple packs. So a larger pack, a family pack, or friends are ordering it in an office, right? So while we see that this solo segment is something that India will eventually move to, where a person eats individually and customizes his own product and probably enjoy it. So 5 friends order 5 single biryanis, right? And enjoy, each one might want to choose a different product. But as of now, still a large chunk of the business is in that space where you order one large, say a mutton biryani or chicken biryani or veg biryani, whatever, and share it. It's more sharing right now. But the trend is moving towards more single portions. And I think they are also hitting the right chord by trying to work in that solo portion.
Kallol, I have 2 follow-ups for you. Infrastructure and capex wise, is biryani in itself a very cost-heavy proposition for a business to get into it?
Well, I think that if you're looking at a regular restaurant which also does delivery, I mean, we have tons of those, right, all across the country. So I don't think it needs a lot of specialized equipment because these are usually skill dependent. You have skilled chefs, who passes on recipes from generation. That's usually how it's done. I don't really know, how Jubilant is approaching this. But if you look at Banerjee's Biryani, which is, of course, the market leader, it's made every day at 350 plus sites. And we have developed our own way of actually deconstructing it, where, it's completely SOP driven. And anybody could follow it and come up with the right end product. So again, like I said, so it depends on how they are approaching it. In our case, we do employ a certain specialized equipment. We are in fact trying to develop something like a biryani bot, if you can believe that. So something that will actually, you pour in rice at one end, and whatever the ingredients go in, and the end product will be a biryani, which the machine will dish out. So, so that's, like I said in the very beginning, it depends on how you're approaching it.
Must tell you that it's excellent biryani at Behrooz, and I personally have been enjoying it all throughout the lockdown. But good to have you both and get a color of exactly how this business pans out. Raymond, thanks as always for taking the time out and joining in today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Raymond.
Okay, that's a flavor of what does it take to really foray into the biryani segment, how competitive it is really, and what does it really take for one player to garner a better and bigger market share in the segment. We'll take a very quick break, come right back, lots more to track.